The city and borough of Juneau, commonly known as Juneau, is the capital city of Alaska, located in Gatineau Channel in the Alaskan Panhandle. It is a unified municipality and second largest city in the United States by area. Juneau was named the capital of Alaska in 1906. So, you know how I feel right now?
We're both idiots, right?
I mean, I'm the one who answered that. So,
but
ready?
hey,
You are an idiot!
Welcome to Highly Inappropriate, guys. Let's go.
I ain't that pregnant white bitch, but Juneau.
Hey, get back in your seat.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to Highly Inappropriate.
I don't think she's going to be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
Whiskey, beer,
Just in time.
tequila, more beer,
Scares the fuck out of me every week.
vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Highly Inappropriate.
Right, so let me get this straight. So I'm going to pay for a blowjob and I got to pay for a goddamn hotel room too? Well, that just seems like I'm spending too much money for nothing. I got a house. You can just get your ass over here and I can just do the blowjob here.
Highly Inappropriate.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
They can kiss my fat vagina.
Because I'm bringing the motherfucking pain. Welcome to Highly Inappropriate. We're 2 days late. We're 2 guys short, but we're going to have a fucking party anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, you know, I got a lot of compliments on last week's show.
Yeah.
Can you hear yourself now?
I can.
Are you focused? Hey, can you focus on us? Can you focus on me for an hour?
We're good. We're good.
Jesus Christ. We got the Pacers game on in the background. Sorry you guys can't see it. So if you don't have DirecTV, you know, you're not going to pirate it off this shit show today.
We'd get kicked off real fast.
We get kicked off real fast. Pacers are going to come after us. They'll hate me more than the organization already does. But we do have good news. We're about to get Dunkmaam's father on the phone. We're going to get him on the line today.
Live from Hawaii. So what time would it be in Hawaii right
6
now?
hours. It's 1:30 there now, roughly.
In the afternoon?
Yep.
Oh, so he was definitely asleep.
And the only reason I know that is because Hawaii was one of my markets when I worked at Angie's List. I could not call them until 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. because that means it was 8 a.m. in Hawaii.
Yep. That's a big change, man.
That's a big. Well, it's in the middle of the
He's probably
fucking
just now
ocean.
starting his day.
Yeah, he's just chilling. He's probably having fucking lunch right now. Maybe getting a Hummer from.
For those that don't know, my dad just skipped out, man. Just said, "I'm out of Indiana."
SpongeBob memed it. He's I'm head out.
Yeah, and he's like, "I'm just gonna go to Hawaii and figure it out."
Yeah, fuck it. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out when we get there. I don't have nothing.
How long before your dad gets married again in Hawaii?
I don't know, man. It's probably gonna. I don't know. He might.
I'm gonna give it 3 months. That's my
about
prediction.
3 months.
What is your mom's here in the feed? Well, welcome. Marshall, you tell us how long until oh, your mom said, does he sleep in the parks? We'll ask him today on the show.
We can ask him where he's sleeping.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we hope he's safe. I mean, I don't know how you feel about him, but he's been nothing but entertainment for me.
Yeah, we'll leave a PayPal at the end, but if anybody wants to donate some cash
to us, yeah, I mean, feed him. We should be buy Dunk's dad a Big Mac.
Dunkmaam.
That's too complicated. That's too much.
We'll get there.
You fucked that up.
Let's get him on the horn.
Let's just give him on the horn. Let's call him. He's ready for us. Speaker. I want you to hold it.
What's up, boys?
What up,
Dad? How you doing, man?
Oh, motherfucking ha!
Are you fucked up? All right.
Are you there?
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me? You know, I know why that is, because you're fucking 6 hours away in Hawaii.
Well, it's actually 5 hours.
It's only 5 hours.
Is it 5 hours? So it's 2:30 there, roughly.
Yeah, roughly.
What are you?
Are you on the beach? There's a lot of wind.
Yeah, it's roughly 240, 241, whatever.
241, nice. Now, since you've been out in Hawaii, you've been there for a few months now. Like, tell me the craziest thing you've seen. Like, any meth heads take a bite out of anybody's leg? Maybe somebody screwing a grapefruit or something, or maybe a coconut. Anything like that happen?
Well, let let me clue you on something here. There are some crazy fucking people here. There are some nutty ass motherfuckers.
Are they crazy?
They are on every corner, everywhere. You want to come see some crazy people? You come to Waikiki, and you're going to see them left and right.
So last week we talked about you, Duncan, going to an MMA school and getting your ass kicked. I have the perfect idea. Both Max Holloway and BJ Penn have a gym there in Hawaii. We need to go to Hawaii and have your dad get beat up. We're all in.
Now, has he seen Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Have you seen Dog the Bounty Hunter at all?
I have not. I've heard a few things about the compound that they have here, but I've not been there. I've not seen it. I heard through a grapevine or two that his kids kind of pretty much just trashed the mansion. I mean, I guess it's like really dirty and
fucking kids.
I don't know.
And you might want to stay. I would stay.
His daughter got arrested not too long ago too for meth. So
yeah, I would stay away.
Like
I would stay away from that compound, Dad. They might be. They might get you.
I think if you get within 10 feet of that thing, you're getting tased for sure. Right to the fucking neck. They're just putting a taser to your fucking neck, and you're done, man.
Yeah, been hanging out where they used to take Gilligan's Island. That's kind of cool.
Oh, Gilligan's Island.
Nice.
Yeah, and Magnum PI, of course.
What's the women like there in Hawaii? I've heard they're chubby.
Listen, man, it's all here. So, you know, it scales -0, -2 to 11.
Nice.
They're ugly too. So.
I like to keep it above. I like to keep it above 7, 5 if I'm drunk. So.
No, but listen, one night it was about 2:30 in the morning, and they got a canal here that runs through Hawaii, and I was actually asleep on a bench there, and I hear tires screeching.
Damn.
And then all of a sudden I hear a big splash, and this kid had driven his Jeep into the canal.
Did you save his life?
No, but actually, it's really funny. I've got pictures on my
I was gonna say, did you pull out your phone? All right, let's go.
Because he's like, help me.
Please, well, hey,
help me! And Dad's taking a video on his phone.
Thousands of basketball.
I'm not
fans
sure what's
to the
going on
NBA
here. Just a
All-Star
second.
game next season. But apparently, some people want that to
Okay, yeah, fuck off there. All right, yeah, it's fun because I need you to send those pictures to the number that just called you, because we'll include that in our thumbnall for the
Yeah,
for
we'll
the
post
show.
them. We'll post them.
I've got a video of him swimming out of the canal to the
Perfect.
No help. Dad videoed it. He was yelling
Wait
help,
till he
and
gets
Dad
back,
just
you're like-
videoed it.
And it's like, and it was a rental too. He had rented that Jeep, so
Yeah,
I hope he got the insurance.
he didn't rent the meth.
No.
He didn't rent the meth.
No, I'm going to Arizona next month, and I'm declining. I declined the insurance on the car I rented. I already know that's a bad idea because I'm taking that motherfucker out like out to the Grand Canyon and shit.
You're gonna fall. Yeah, you're gonna wreck it.
I'm gonna be fucked up the whole time I'm there. I can't wait to drive 5 hours of the Grand Canyon completely stoned out of my mind. That's the goal. Driving through the mountains, just taking
music,
pictures.
is music blasting the whole 5 hours?
Yeah, absolutely. As high as it'll go, and you're going to get 1 million snaps from me. Probably the last snap of my life will happen. I'll be sitting there going around some fucking mountains.
See, if I wouldn't go to the Grand Canyon and not do peyote.
No, my goal is if I'm going to Grand Canyon, I'm ziplining over it. You can zipline across the Grand Canyon now.
No,
Oh my
see,
God,
one of my
amazing.
bucket list items is going way out in the desert, all about like way out of nowhere, and doing peyote,
Doing peyote.
like on Entourage. But yeah,
Hey, did you do a lot of drugs like when you were conceiving Christopher Duncan here?
Oh no, not at that time in my life.
You must have dropped him a few times, I think.
I think he fell off the skateboard ramp a time or two.
Yeah.
yeah. Dad had a full half pipe in the backyard.
Oh God, we'd
Like
be dead
full.
right now.
And dude, he would cut it up.
That's awesome. Can you still skateboard?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just not as intense as it used to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the falls probably hurt a lot worse now.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
it is.
But I love you, Dad, man. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, too, my boy.
All right.
Hey, before you go, you are there on your own. You're trying to start a new life. We're happy for you. So if people want to donate to your cause, he needs beer money. God damn it!
Yeah,
Come on.
Let's keep.
Please.
Let's
Yeah.
keep
Come
the.
on, man. Yeah, that would be a big help, man.
Yep.
It really would.
But I mean, how can they send you money, Dad?
Facebook, pay me. Facebook, pay me.
All
Just
right.
go to James M. Duncan, my Facebook page, and use your debit card, and all the instructions are right there on the Facebook page. You can do what you need to do.
Yeah,
That
send
easy.
them
That
a
easy.
send them a
That easy.
Facebook. You know, hey, send them a friend request. You're gonna have like 2,000 new friend requests after today. That's the hope.
Friend my dad.
Let's do it.
Be a lot of white women and a lot of racist people from around here, but they're friendly. It's okay. All right, brother. We appreciate you being a listener. We appreciate you buying the fucking equipment for us.
Oh yeah.
Listen, guys, listen, Darcy and I both are super duper proud of what you guys are doing. You're doing a really cool thing. And again, we're super proud of you guys. Good
Hell
job.
yeah. We'll keep it up, man.
Thanks, man. Love you, Dad.
All right, guys. Be safe. Love you, buddy.
Later, buddy. I should have told him I loved him too.
He's wound up, dude.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Yeah, he's 100 miles an hour all the time.
Makes
wound
sense.
up, just and
And-
does not bite his tongue for nobody. Dude.
Well, it's funny because if you met both of my parents, you would be like, "Where the fuck did this guy come from?" Like, I get a little bit of my sense of humor from my dad, but as far as just being full of energy, you'd have to meet my grandpa. And I've always wondered what my grandpa was like at the age of 20. You know, like I guarantee just fucking nuts.
See, like I got my dad's temper. He's one of the worst tempers you'll ever see. I got my dad's temper and like the just freelance off the tongue. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
holds back. But mom kind of gave me that sensitive, like loving side. You know.
Where did you get your ability to be a complete piece of shit from?
Probably like the weed and alcohol in high school. Yeah.
That helps. Oh, bless it. Well, man, glad you're back. Thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. We'll be back next week. No, but man, what the hell's going on? Anything fun this week?
Not really.
Did you
man,
shave your
not
beard?
Really. I trimmed it up. I think I had it trimmed up last week.
Oh, and by the way, we're might as well just plug it here on the
I got
show.
the mullet out full effect now.
We're looking for somebody that is entertaining, somebody that's reliable to maybe join the show.
Comedians.
Yeah, we want funny people. Like, and I don't want
Preferably
dad jokes.
Preferably a black guy.
I'm all in on having a black guy on here. Funny, like Richard Pryor type fucking,
I'm
you
just
know.
being stupid, but yeah, no, I would love it.
I don't care. I mean, I have a black friend that would be awesome on here. Would be amazing, but he lives in Indy, and I don't know if he's got reliable transportation. And no, that's not a racist joke.
We could go to. No, never mind. I was gonna say we could go to him, but nah, scratch that. This is Morristown's about the far as I'm gonna drive. But the spring is coming around the corner, so the garage might be back open.
Well, not only garage might be back open, but
if you build it here, then it's
I'm buying this house, and I just thought, I'm not. This room is going to be unoccupied, so while I'm finishing the garage, I can just build a studio in there.
Yeah,
So
so that like the other bedroom.
Yeah, it's mom's room basically right there.
Hopefully, I don't ever have to move into that room.
No, I mean, I predict it by 2022, but I can't wait. It's going to happen at like 3 a.m. You're going to text me a bunch, and I'm not going to reply because I'm going to be asleep. And you're just going to show up to my house
with a chunk of my mullet ripped out.
Probably a black one.
Like a circle spot.
Does your wife beat you when you guys fight?
Yeah, she hits me a lot.
Oh my god! Oh my
No,
god! We're going to
dude.
call the cops. Domestic abuse going on in this bitch.
And then I cried. I'm like, you don't do that.
Here, I will say this: equal rights, equal fights, man. Like I would never. I personally would never.
Gonna swing 100%.
But I'm saying women should be okay. Women should be okay if they are all about equality. They should be okay with a man taking a swing on them if they hit them first.
I don't think I would never do it.
No, I couldn't. I would kill somebody. I think.
I couldn't do it.
No,
Unless I was drunk, maybe.
Yeah, I might body slam a bitch if she pissed. No, I did judo throw Jebbert's wife once, but like
Jokingly,
yeah, she was she was mad at me, but I was kind of laughing, trying to get her to simmer down. She came at me swinging.
For those that don't know, Jebbert is Matt's cousin.
Jebbert's Matt's cousin,
and new listeners of the show. They used to wrestle on trampolines.
Kids,
like,
yeah,
you guys were big wrestling.
Oh, huge.
Wrestlers.
We had I was Mad Dog Matthew. That was my wrestling name.
Yes.
Deadly
Dog
J.
Matthew. That's a radio name, dude.
Right?
It's like Mad Dog Matt.
What up?
What is it? Mad
What
Dog.
up?
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. Yep, Mad Dog. I like mine. I was my
Dog,
bus
Matt
driver.
Ward.
My bus driver called me Mad Dog. When I got on the bus, he'd be like, "What's up, Mad Dog?"
Now, have you
Now
ever
it's Matty
thought,
Dubs.
like,
Everybody
why
calls me
is-
Matty Dubs.
Why don't you just drink Mad Dog everywhere you go? The beer.
I kind of grew out of that name, once I stopped watching wrestling, really. I mean, I still kind of do occasionally. I'll catch in when I know like an old school guy's going to be on there, but
See, we used to do tag. We've talked about this too on the show, but we used to do tag team. But all of my buddies we had the trampoline at my house.
oh, we've got full tapes we would do full shows and tape them.
Yeah, that's what we would do too.
Yeah.
I swear to God. But we would do tag teams,
Yeah.
and we were the bomb squad,
Yeah.
and I was Atomic, and my buddy was Nuke.
Yep.
And we used to do high fly and dude off the roof of our house.
My
I used
buddy,
to jump off the roof of my house, dude.
one of the Keithley brothers, I think it's Jeff. I can't remember which Keithley brother it was, but this motherfucker was the craziest teenager I've ever seen in my life. Would jump off the house,
I know some
do
of those.
swantons like onto the trampoline, would flip over the fence. We had a big ass privacy fence in the backyard.
Who is this?
Jeff Keithley lives. He did live here in town at one point, but
Do you have a good home life?
I believe so. Yeah. I
Usually
mean,
the crazy ones
end
don't
up
really
being
have a good.
well. He ended up going to the Marines and shit. So
oh yeah, so
guy
he
was
had
just
that in him.
he
then.
had just a little
That
crazy in him.
in him. Yeah.
Super nice guy though. I see him all the time. He's out here running something. I don't know if he still lives in Morristown or not, but he's from Morristown originally.
He
So
probably whipped both of our asses at the same time.
oh yeah, I mean I think he was like recon. or
Marine
some shit.
ripped. He's running the neighborhood. Yeah.
I
he's
mean I
kicking
haven't
us.
ran farther than 100 feet in 3 years.
Well, I mean, last week when the dogs got out.
The dogs got out. That was a good pump for me. I thought about. I was like, man, that kind of felt good after the
pump.
after the 2-minute heavy breathing there.
I remember when I first.
But that's
met
how I
you.
am after I come every time.
Oh, the relax.
I need 5 minutes of alone time after I get off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, hey, I really worked hard there,
Yeah. I remember you saying no cardio whatsoever when I first
At all.
got on the show. Like we started doing this because back then I was kind of like lifting. I thought I was going to get ripped, and
I do no cardio.
Kind of faded away of that.
Yeah,
but
we noticed.
yeah, you said no. I grew a mullet. Yeah,
Grew a mullet.
it's
Drank
out and
more.
flowing right now. By the way,
Yeah, it looks nice,
the
man.
lighting's not good for it, but I just.
I mean, it depends on who you ask. If you ask a random bartender in Shelbyville, which I think that would be the perfect place to fit in with a mullet. She's not into it.
She's not.
Yeah.
She wasn't a fan.
No, that's
But there's two types of women in this world.
yeah, ones
you know
like
that,
mullets
right?
and ones that are
Liars.
Oh man. Oh, what a
But
great
what you
show
got
we
here
got
on
going.
this paper here,
Well,
bud?
we got going here. Easy Beaver. God damn. He was joking to me
No, it
earlier
wasn't
about
Beaver.
Beaver cucking me. Now he just cucked me straight up there.
Yeah.
Well-
I could tell you were fidgeting with that pen. And you can hear it on.
I know because I had something I was gonna say, but I'm too high to remember. I'm pissed off right now. I swear to God, I had something funny to fucking tell you, probably about wrestling or whatever. But I just, like we talked about today, just going out and doing like extra stuff, and I got so much shit written down. Like I really just need to buy this camera, and we need to start making shit happen. So preferably, if you know any black comedians that can run a video camera, that's what we're looking for.
Jeez.
Well, we should. That's how we should get national attention, right there. Is if we put out a job posting for a black comedian that knows how to run a camera, and we'd be like, man, like. Oh, Jesus Christ! This show gets more racist every week. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I will say, okay, I watched 2 very intriguing shows on Netflix this week.
Okay.
First and foremost, The Pharmacist. Have you watched it yet?
I seen it on there. Kind of started it, and yeah, no.
I'm very passionate about the opioid epidemic, just because I have a friend whose brother passed away. I mean, several people I've known, but that definitely would be the closest person to me that's really been affected. Literally, my best friend. It sucks. It just sucks. And I have very, very radical views on how to fix how to fix the crisis. Well, you can't fix the crisis, but to improve it. And so I'm constantly watching documentaries like that, reading shit. And so I was like, I'm gonna check this out, and it was really good. I do highly recommend it. And not to completely ruin it, but I'm gonna kind of ruin it. It's based on this guy who's a pharmacist in a small. It's like a suburb of New Orleans.
I got that far.
Yeah,
I know the basis.
So he's a pharmacist. Blah blah blah. His son, unbeknownst to him, develops a crack habit.
Yeah.
And gets shot going to buy crack. He goes to a bad neighborhood, buys crack, gets shot. So not only because his dad, the police there in the area kind of brush it off because it's like You know, it's like 38th and Shadeland here. It's like somebody dies there. It's like, we're just going to mark it up as another fucking drug deal gone bad. You know, we're not really going to investigate this too much, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, so it was one of those deals. So the dad's kind of took it into his own hands to do the investigation for his son. He solved his son's murder, essentially. Pretty sweet. Well, he goes, after that, he's like, he still felt like he had purpose and he didn't know kind of how to fulfill it. Well, as a pharmacist, he noticed a lot of people were coming in there, like 16-year-old girls, like people that appear completely healthy, getting Oxycontin pills, and not just 20 milligram, but 80 milligram, like first visit.
Which go for $1 milligram on the streets, by the way.
Yeah.
So one pill 80
would be $80.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's why people start doing heroin.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot cheaper. I mean,
you know, I'm
not
not
going to
completely
might have to solve your murder, but
yeah. I'm not going to get completely into the politics of it, but I just want to say it's crazy because, so you notice this, and he also knows that a majority of it was coming from the same doctor, and he just started investigating her, realized that she was running a pill mill.
So he became a snitch.
He became a snitch, yeah.
Cool.
But through him being a snitch, it got like a bunch of these pill mills closed, and
what a fucking buzzkill!
Yeah,
dude.
what a buzzkill!
You know that everybody in the neighborhood was like, "This fucking old man's fucking it up for everybody."
No, but it was decimating people because in New
it.
Orleans, I want to say, I don't know this for a fact, but I want to say in the documentary they had statistics like during that time, that little neighborhood, because of that doctor overprescribing this Oxycontin, it was literally like the most drug infested neighborhood in the world
from one
fucking doctor
who got rich.
Yeah, and
I probably went to that doctor with my dad.
Here's the we got to get him back on the horn here, and we'll ask him. But what I was saying is, it's crazy because here's the craziest part of the story is she was actually prosecuted for running a pill mill, and like the night before she had to testify,
suicide,
wrecked her car, and was completely like dismembered.
Oh, she was trying to commit suicide.
Yeah, probably. I mean, let's be honest here. Yeah. But now she's all fucked up. You can tell she definitely had a pill addiction herself.
Now she has a
full
Oxycontin prescription.
Full on. Full on.
Definitely.
I mean, it's just really fucked up because there's been several opiate crises in America. There was one after the Civil War. There's one after Vietnam because when the Civil War, you could buy heroin at the grocery store, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, you know, from the Civil War, you got all these soldiers. I mean, that's the most.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Cocaine in my Coke.
Yeah.
Heroin at the fucking convenience
just
store.
Getting fucking lit up. What's that called? That's what Chris Farley died of, doing heroin and cocaine at the same time. Speedballing. Yeah. And
nowadays, people speedball off of lean and cocaine.
Yeah. Sounds horrible.
So instead of heroin, they just drink a bunch of lean, do some coke, and die.
Yep. Go for that. I don't recommend, but if that's your thing, go for it. But yeah, the documentary is great. So if you haven't watched it, I definitely recommend it. Also, this show, I don't know why. This is not something I would normally watch, but my friend was talking about on Facebook the other day. I was like, fuck it. I'll check it out. Love is Blind. So essentially what they do.
What?
It's called Love is Blind. Okay. And what they do is they've got these pods set up. And guys and girls talk to each other without ever seeing each other.
I'm out.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking too.
I'm bugging out.
That's what I was thinking too. But it would actually end up being entertaining, like not in a serious way. Like for me, it was extremely entertaining just to see a bunch of stupid people,
So I tell you things to watch at least twice a week.
Yeah.
And you blow off everything I
for
tell
Love
you
is Blind
to watch this fucking
all 9
show.
episodes, and I got one left Thursday. Yep.
You're fucking dead to me, dude.
I meant to watch the MMA.
You're fucking Oxycontin doctor into a tree dead to me.
I meant to watch the Eminem interview last night, but I had a fever and felt like shit. I'm fucking ibuprofened out right now.
Great interview, man. Only an hour long. It was a great interview.
Really?
I got.
It's hard for me with my ADHD to focus.
It's rare for me to tweet out or like other people's stuff and links to it, like even famous stuff. Like I have trouble doing it even with like buddies and stuff because I hate oversaturating my social media. But I tweeted out that interview.
What are your 400 followers?
Yeah, I don't want to fucking piss them off. I don't want to get down there below 400. But I tweeted that out and fucking Crooked replied back, dude.
I did see that. That was pretty cool,
dude. I like that. I seen you get one too this week.
Who was it, man? I can't even remember. But
somebody on Tech Nine's label.
No,
something like Strange Music that said something. I remember. But.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But anyways, I tweeted out the interview, and if you don't know, Crooked is a guy that's on Slaughterhouse, Eminem's label, stuff like that. One of the best MCs out right now. Him and Royce the 5'9" are so slept on. Royce's new
Royce
album,
is like top
Royce's
5 for
new
me.
album is unreal, dude.
And I haven't heard all the way through yet.
I do remember that now.
Yep.
But no, Royce is making his own beats and shit now too.
Yep.
And I didn't know this, but in the Eminem interview, you know the "You Gonna Learn" song with Eminem.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite song on the whole album.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Royce produced it, dude. Royce made that beat.
Oh, really? That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Like the
You gotta read them credits there, bitch.
It's crazy how all these fucking kids, they don't fucking know, dude. This
No,
mumble
nobody
rap
knows.
fucking
Mumble rap bullshit.
radio,
These fucking
pop
internet
star.
pussies.
God damn it.
We need to cut that clip of us just insulting people for 10 seconds there.
Over top of each other. I love it. But it's because we both share the hatred. Like, if kid, you don't.
I am appalled at the music that people listen to today. Like my own daughter, and
there's a message behind these guys, man. Like this new stuff is just fucking
garbage.
Taking
Even the
lean
pop
and-
music. Like I remember when we were kids. I mean, like yesterday, being 15, 16 years old. After school, we go straight to my buddy Cody Riley's house. He lived across the school, had a basketball goal in his backyard. Immediately hit that basketball goal. We were playing basketball all night. We were jamming out to 93.1 back in the day.
Radio Now.
Radio Now, and it was like the hits because Radio Now still exists. It's got a different channel and it plays a bunch of stupid ass pop music. But back then, you could hear fucking lean with it, rock with, shit like that.
96.3.
I always loved 96.3, but it doesn't come in real good here.
96.3. I'd always try to make it come in Nightstown. It didn't
Yeah, that's
come in good there
embarrassing.
either.
You're the only person in Nightstown that listened to that.
No, all my buddies, man. That's how we got down, dude. We were
What are you pointing at? What are you pointing at?
That fucking Powerade.
Oh, you want some Powerade? If you're gonna do Powerade, just make sure that you do it discreetly.
Yeah, oh yeah. But no, but yeah, the music back then, like the Royce and stuff, like him in that interview was even like he was saying, I know they're on his label, so he's gonna kind of cater to it, but he was like I know with you guys, like you're two of the best. Like talking about him, Crooked and Royce, he's like, you guys are the two of the best lyrical out, and he gave Kendrick and Cole some, shout outs.
Talked about Tech Nine as well.
Tech Nine. He was like talked about Tech Nine's like cadence.
Yeah,
like he loves
percussionist.
He loves how his cadence is, and like he can literally say 10 words in a row and make them all rhyme.
Yep.
Like you know what I mean, and everything just float like rhymes. But yeah, he talked about the people like that, but nobody knows. Like half of the kids today, none of them know who the hell Royce the 5'9" or Crooked are.
If you, I was
sad. That's sad.
I was so.
But they know Post Malone's bitch ass auto-tune. That's terrible.
What's hilarious though is so I DJ'd Morristown's homecoming recently, and as I'm there, so of course every time I do it, I get a long list of 300 songs. I do it for 2 hours, but I get a list of 300 songs that I have to play essentially, which in a 2 hour period I can play 30 songs max.
Yeah.
And it's all shitty music, and I just pick like 3 or 4 songs that I'm going to play off that list, and I play all the classic dance songs, and people dance, they love it, they have the best time. Because if I play nothing but their music, I don't know how you dance to today's hip hop or today's pop. It's so like downtrodden. It's slow. You can't dance to it.
Well, half of them you like play that stuff, and they're like, "Oh shit, what's this?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're like, "This is great." Yeah, that new stuff, man.
It's fucking awful. If you like it, do yourself. Take some Oxycontin and run to a tree tonight.
Yeah, take some Oxycontin. That's the name of the episode, by the way. Take some Oxycontin and run into a tree.
Let me write that down.
It's because they're all asleep, dude. Royce had that line on the new album where he says, all these kids sleep. I'd rather stay woke. They say you are what you eat, but I ain't never ate goat.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's hard, dude.
That's a long fucking run to a tree. Oh, I can't wait to get fucking negativity.
Just put Oxycontin and hitting some trees or whatever, like Eminem.
Yeah. No.
Skis, horses, and hitting some trees. Sonny Bono.
I think my favorite lyrics from him, what he says, talking about my life's upset. It's in Farewell when he's like talking about everything's upside down. Is like my smile
is now a frown.
Yeah,
upside down. It's like kiddie rhymes too. Like he was saying, like people, like he's brought up a line from like the last album.
Yeah,
that was like the interview was great if you haven't seen it. But he brought up a line where something about diarrhea or.
So how was that interview? Pretty
about
good.
The drop diarrhea or something like that. And he was like, what pisses me off is like people. That'll be the line that they pick out of everything I said. He's like as a true MC, like he was talking to Crooked. He's like, like you just throw that stuff in there, just fucking around, like to be funny, like that's not serious. And then that's what they criticize. Like they don't hear everything else. That
just
like, you know what I mean? And he kind of brought that up, and then there was one other thing. I just had it on the tip of my tongue.
And I tell you what, one thing I used to love about, I still love about getting CDs is most of them have lyric books in it, because back in the day when Eminem's album would come out, the day it would come out, first listen, I've got that lyric book out.
Oh, me too.
And I'm fucking reading it.
Dude, how mad were you when you bought an album and it didn't have the lyric book in it?
Oh, pissed. And I'd look it up online. Yeah.
Furious. But now it's on your iPhone.
Yeah.
Apple Music, you can hit.
Yeah, on Spotify. Yeah,
dude, it does like karaoke down it.
That's pretty cool. You should sing. No, you shouldn't.
I sing all the time, dude. Are
You-
you gonna do the challenge?
What challenge?
Am I cucking you right now?
What challenge are we doing?
I mean, who are we talking about?
I have no idea. Did you watch any XFL this
Talking
weekend?
about Eminem, dude. What?
Did you watch any XFL this weekend?
No, they're flashing the fan. I'm done with them.
You're done with them. Why?
I don't know, man. I just don't. Like, I even know it's on, and like, there's nothing to watch, and I'm like, oh, dude, the XFL's on, and I still go, eh.
You got some. Honestly, it's
Let's see
been
what
decent
this
football. It's been decent football. My team's 3-0. They're tops in the league.
I think I hate it because I'm afraid to bet it. Like, I hate betting on stuff that I know nothing about, and
You're a pussy. I get it.
I don't know yet.
You're
I guess I
scared.
would if I watched it every
If
week.
you're scared, go to church. You need to bet on this Houston Roughnecks team.
They look
Philip
tough. I've
Walker.
been keeping up. Been keeping up. They look tough.
Yeah,
but
you're pretty slow though.
the Battlehawks have a guy that rips the top of his beer can off and pours.
Yeah, I saw that today.
That is insane.
To me, the best
I've
part
never
about the
seen that. Have you ever
XFL is
seen
the
that?
shit. No, bite through. I've seen somebody.
The whole top, not just bite through. He bit the whole top off.
I've bit for a shotgun. I've bit the side before. If I'm super fucked up, I'll just fucking chunk into it. But that's insane. Yeah,
rip the top off.
I'd be worried about chipping a tooth.
I mean, what do they get a win? Is it 50 grand?
Do they get a win?
I think that's how they get paid. Like,
yeah, I think
the
we did
winners
read
get
that.
so much,
and the losers
league,
get a lot
and
less.
Yeah, and I think it's like 50 or 100.
They're
I think it's
getting
100.
They're getting paid decent.
I think each player gets 100 if they win.
Yep. Your team, the St. Louis Battlehawks, is number 2 in the league. So our teams are top.
We picked good teams.
1 and 2.
We definitely picked. Dude, St. Louis Battlehawks.
Yeah.
Sell out first home game.
That's badass.
Sold it out.
Well,
And
here's
their
another reason.
XFL is genius because they just took the Rams away from St. Louis. They knew they were hungry.
Oh yeah, for
a team.
football. Yeah. And by the way, attendance every week has gone up in the
Really?
XFL.
I saw viewership has went down.
No, attendance
So
has went
attendance
up.
is going up, but
Yeah.
watching it like the TV wise has went down.
Well, I mean that's
But the
expected.
first week is going to be big. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
that's expected. It's like anytime you open a restaurant in town, like for the first month, when Giordano's opened in Castleton, I could not get a pizza for 45 days. You could literally
Oh, I
order it
remember.
in advance.
Yeah, I remember. And then I got one and burnt the fuck out the roof of my mouth. And I said, never again, you tricked me.
Yeah.
This is terrible. Deep dish pizza is fucking horrible.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like it.
Well,
It's too hot, dude.
do
I
too
don't
much
want to have
meth.
to blow off my pizza.
Me. Never had a problem with that
Insert
before.
homo joke, yeah. But
I don't know who pizza is, but
but speaking of St. Louis selling out because they took the Rams away, I have a question for you. Say you are
Vince McMahon.
you're going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the history of the league, but
That's
you decide
accurate.
to retire early's dad.
Yeah.
All right, you know who I'm talking about. And they come to you and they say, what city should we need 2 expansion cities next year for XFL. And seeing how that St. Louis kind of rhythm worked out, that whatever you want to call it, rhythmic rhythm or whatever. But what cities do they go to next?
Chargers. I think they go to San Diego
Great pick. I thought that too.
or Oakland.
Oh, when they leave.
Yeah.
2 great picks, but they're
Yeah.
both on the west. You kind of need somebody out east.
I mean, do you?
You can't put them in unless you just realign the whole thing.
Well, think about who in the East needs
Or just keep it no conference and just all of them.
Well,
There's only 8, right?
maybe put one in South Carolina because North Carolina has the Panthers, even though both. Because I've been to South Carolina, they all claim to be Falcons
Jacksonville
fans.
maybe soon.
Yep,
If
Jacksonville.
they go over the
They
Europe.
go to London. What a logistical nightmare. I mean, I get it. Trust me, how money centric the league is. I mean, they have to fucking, pay their bills, blah, 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 make billions, blah, blah, blah.
I'm not going. I'm quitting the Jacksonville Jaguars and playing for the Jacksonville XFL team.
I mean, that's what's going to end up
If they
happening.
send me to London.
That's what's going to end up happening, man.
If they're first pick in the draft and I'm coming out of college and they're like, hey, you're going to London and I'm 18, that far away from my family and everything, I'm going to go, hey, go get fucked.
Yeah, everybody. I mean,
I'm
think about
not doing that.
because everybody bitches every time they have to go over there and play. Think about that. That team's going to have to do that 8 times a year.
It'd be
Travel.
horrible.
Yeah, miserable.
That's terrible idea.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
No, I think it's fucking stupid. Put one in Iceland. It's like a 5-hour
dude,
plane ride.
Doing games there is pushing it.
Yeah, pushing
You know
it.
what I mean? That's pushing it enough to where like the players go, All right, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
Yeah.
go one.
I get it.
I'll
Maybe,
go one game. But
I think maybe once every couple years you have like a game in Japan or a game in fucking China. Or
I agree,
not right
yes.
now though. Not China now because they're quarantining the whole fucking country.
yeah.
And by the way, scare tactic, do not get all freaked out. Don't take your fucking kids out of school. Let me tell you something about China. It's very densely populated. So it's much easier to catch something over there because there's people fucking everywhere. I think
Germs rubbing into there's a lot like
germs. You sound like Donald Trump. There. Yeah, germs everywhere. The worst germs, the best germs.
That's what I was trying to do. Good call on the show, dude.
I want to watch his speech on the coronavirus.
Germs.
Just trying to use the fucking technical terms about.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, Bernie Sanders versus Donald Trump debate is going to be absolute 100% must see TV.
I hate both of them, and
Donald. Tell me it's not going to be. It's going to be comedic.
Donald's going to wax him, dude. Just wax him.
I know, but it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean Donald's a perfect mix because he doesn't give a fuck, and he's a good communicator. He's stupid, but he's a good communicator. Like, he just says whatever's on his mind. And
I don't know shit about either one, honestly. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, I'm depressed. Sometimes I wish I didn't know much about anybody.
Times. But to me, like, just somebody who would never watch it. Like, if it was,
that's gonna be must see
versus your neighbor.
That's gonna be must see TV. I will watch that.
You know
I don't watch any of the Democratic debates. I'll catch the highlights afterwards because if I wanted to lower my IQ, I would hit myself in the head with a bat.
Dude,
like
all social media accounts when this is going on too. A lot of Michael Jackson Thriller eating popcorn. Gifts.
Yeah. Oh, just watching the back and forth.
Threads.
Back and forth. It'll be
just watch how stupid people are, man.
And I've thought about like doing a separate thing and just playing the debate, and after each quote that they give, just rebuttal it. Say, well, that's actually not true. This is why. And because honestly, I'm very passionate about politics. I'm to the point because for years,
I know you are, and I like fucking with you.
For years, all I did was I would argue with everybody. If I seen anything that I knew was false on Facebook, I would immediately rebuttal. I would come back. Now I got to the point where I would write out whole paragraphs and delete it. Now I'm to the point where I just keep scrolling. I will occasionally dive in just when I get annoyed with people.
Now, do I make you laugh when I put the?
Yeah, because I know who you really.
And I'm fucking with you.
But what makes me mad is other people don't think
I'm not. And that's why I like it.
I'm just like this fucking cocksucker.
So for people that don't know, I look for Matt to do this on Facebook and stuff, and I'll join the other people and try to say stuff and fight against him.
Yeah, we will be for sure when the debates are going on. Unfortunately, we're not going to be politics.
I think if we went live,
we want politics centric, but I'm telling you, we're going to talk about just how entertaining it'll be. But I'm telling you right now, unless a miracle happens, Bernie's not winning that nomination. The DNC is corrupt as all hell. It don't matter if he's got 3 times as many votes as the next guy. He will not win that nomination. They will fuck him.
Because they don't think they'll win with him, right?
No, not just that. Because he's socialist. He doesn't fit their agenda.
Do you think, does he have money to, like, if they do that, run independent?
Yeah, well, that'd be the best thing for Donald Trump.
Ross Perot.
Yeah, because if
see,
I think Trump's
I don't know shit about politics that I just
a little bit.
Is that a line?
You're not completely. Yeah,
Ross
you're smarter
Perot?
than Beaver. Good job.
Well, I'm
great.
older, so
Yeah.
I got a couple elections on him.
Yeah, Ross Perot, Republican nomination.
Dude, I'm
essentially
a legend at politics now.
If Ross Perot never existed, we probably never would have had Bill Clinton.
Big ears on that guy too.
Big ass ears on that.
That's probably why he was good. He took in a lot of information. He trapped it, brought it into his brain.
Yeah, Ross
big oil rig owner too, right?
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
He funded it.
He was. I wouldn't call him full on libertarian, but he was very.
I don't care.
Had radical ideas.
I mean, y'all stop it.
I'm
care.
just saying. I know you don't care. I'm just saying.
This is the kind of stuff you're gonna see on comments.
Well, here's what I'm saying is we're gonna cover the debates. We're not gonna get too political, but just enjoy the comedy. I'm telling you, it's probably gonna be Buttigieg.
What?
Buttigieg, the gay mayor from South Bend. He's from Indiana. The gay
that's
mayor.
the name. That's the name of who it's.
And
I
hope.
Well, as
for
the
comedy.
Nominee? He's from an Indiana nominee.
Yeah, South Bend. He's not from he's not the Indiana nominee.
And he's gay, and he's going to be the presidential nominee for.
I think he will be
the Democratic Party.
Yeah, he's my dark horse winner. Bloomberg's also in it, but Bloomberg's pretty unlikable from that crowd of people because he is Donald Trump, but a Democrat.
Dude, I've seen Bloomberg commercials.
Yeah.
I haven't
I've
seen
him
the
everywhere.
I haven't seen the gay dudes.
God damn, I was watching porn the other day, right before the Cumshot. Mike Bloomberg for president.
Before you bloom your wiener, vote Bloomberg this election.
See, those are the clips that we need pulled out of the show right there. Those are the fucking clips we need pulled out of the show. Mike Britt, if you're listening. Oh, Jesus, Anders, how did that happen?
We get rolling, man. It happens.
We did get rolling. Yeah.
NFL news, CBA, huh?
Well, I want to talk about the soccer player getting his penis bit real quick.
That's in my notes, man.
Just fucking
He got
insane.
a 5-year ban. A 5-year ban. I still haven't seen a video.
I don't think I want to. Maybe I do.
You do. I want to.
Yeah, I did. Because
But
honestly,
I don't think it's out
I just
there.
thought about.
I mean, it's some terrible who gives a fuck league. It's like the XFL of soccer.
Any soccer league is a who gives a fuck league to me. Like, if soccer players had a bad rap before, then this story will wash away at the last shred of credibility. I'm on fans who don't follow this global sport because my 4 years of high school French have faded away. The only phrase I can remember is, "Can I use the hall pass?" What the fuck does this mean? One match, Eastern France, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so basically, apparently there's a huge no-no in French culture because a Sotrich player decided to bite the peacemaker right on his dick.
Yeah, and he bit him on the dick.
He must have really fucked his dick up. Hold on, I'm about to read his injury, but fucking pops up. God damn it, you little.
Well, Matt finds the how hurt his dick was. He got suspended a 5-year ban.
5-year ban.
5-year ban. So he can come back.
Yeah, he shouldn't be able to come back.
The dick biter's back.
Yeah,
He probably won't be.
He's gonna
able
get
to.
shit on by far. So the guy needed 10 stitches to suture his wound, so he got really bit hard on the dick.
I don't care.
Can I tell a story
or what I'm doing? If I'm in a soccer match, like I played soccer in high school. If I'm in a soccer match and somebody bites and 10 stitches on my dick,
they're dying.
I'm fighting.
Oh, not just fighting. I'm
fist swinging.
Both my fingers are going in the eyeballs.
On the flip side, if I'm the committee of said, and you fight, no punishment.
Yeah, saying, hey,
I don't give you punishment.
He bit your dick.
10 stitches on it. I'm even writing that in the rule book. No retaliation will be penalized unless
he bit him on the dick.
Bite your dick, and you have to have 10 stitches.
I got to tell a funny story. I got a friend who shall not be named. Her name's Danielle. She actually bit a guy's dick once.
On purpose.
Yeah, and it's pretty atrocious.
Did she get hit?
I don't know that part. She didn't explain that. I think she did get maybe elbowed. But essentially, she was talking to a guy. They had messed around a little bit. Apparently, he was bragging about fucking her. And no joke. And I heard it from both of them. Like, he told me first. Like, and I'm actually, he doesn't know that I was friends with her. And I'm still friends with her.
Nice.
To this day. Yeah, but
how's she doing?
Great. Your molars look fantastic.
Is she fine?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, she is.
She's got 3 kids, about as good as a 30-year-old mom.
I had to do
3
that.
kids.
I had to do that for Jake.
Oh, get your dick bit?
No, he's his go-to. It makes me laugh every time. And he'll go, "How's your wife doing?" And I'll go, "She's fine." And he'll go, "Yeah, she is."
But anyways,
every time cracks me up.
But anyways, yeah. So essentially, she found out that he was telling everybody that they were fucking. So the next time they started messing around, she went to blow him, and she just fucking chomped down on his fucking wiener.
Punch. Side punch, dude.
You just said you'd never hit a woman, but yeah, she deserves to get punched.
There it is. I couldn't think about it, but I guess biting the penis.
For sure.
Biting the penis. And I don't think it would just be
you're taking
reaction.
You're taking some real hard hits to the draw.
It'd be like natural reaction.
Natural reaction.
Like after I knocked her out, I'd go, "Oh, fuck." And then my dick's bleeding.
No, I wouldn't worry about her. I'd be going to look for something to clean my dick off with. Be calling the ambulance. Like, what happened to her? I have no idea.
Well, what you do is she comes.
She passed out from shock.
She comes to and you're like, "Oh, you fell down and broke your nose,
you stupid bitch."
I went to go help you and tripped, fell, landed on my dick.
Yeah.
Shot my dick with scissors.
Stupid ass. Cleveland Browns free agent offensive tackle Greg Robinson arrested with 147 pounds of marijuana, which is bullshit. I mean, complete bullshit. In this country where it's legal in literally half the states now.
You know who's with him?
Yeah, former Colt Robinson. Who was it?
Bray,
yeah, Quan Bray. Hit the Quan, who, was a a number 4 receiver.
That nickname stuck.
Hit the Quan.
I guess they weren't. I mean, people weren't far off.
Photo via U.S. Customs and Border Protection from the Greg Robinson bus showing the duffel bags holding 157 pounds.
A lot of
weed.
A lot of God's lettuce.
How long would it take you to smoke 157 pounds of weed?
It would lose its shit. Like, it would go bad before you could. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know that, but pretend like
sell it. I mean, I'm a hustler.
You're making a lot of money here.
Maybe 2 months.
Yeah,
and
it's gone.
2 months, my car's paid off.
Yeah, you can probably sell half of it here in Morristown.
Yeah, nice car. These people be like, "You got meth?" I don't want that shit.
I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
No meth.
Ain't trying to speedball, dumbass.
Fuck
I don't want to die.
No. I mean, here's my view on this. I don't think selling marijuana in any form should be illegal. Fucking stupid. I mean, it don't matter. You could literally, if you could physically eat all this, you probably wouldn't die.
To eat it.
Yeah, if you could physically
Well,
eat
you
it all.
ate like a Bigfoot pizza from the 90s.
You would
remember that Pizza Hut?
Yeah, you get
It
the
was,
fucking.
it was like as big as this fucking table.
Oh man, hey, just pound it.
Straight from Mexico. Here it is.
I swear to God, sometimes I'm so high, I feel like my stomach has no ending. Like I just keep shoveling food in my mouth.
Just, dude, I mean, it happens. That's I mean, why do you think I stopped exercising?
Because you're lazy.
I mean, why do you think I'm lazy?
I don't know.
I don't know. All right, so what's on this paper here?
Okay, so this actually got me heated this week. So
He's heated.
a Yahoo Sports writer rips Indy, arguing All-Star game to be moved
this
somewhere else.
I forgot about this. Kinda.
Yeah. So Indianapolis is getting ready to welcome
foreshadowing.
Yeah, thousands of basketball fans for the NBA All-Star game next season, but apparently some people want to change that. Chicago was cold, but Chicago is one of the best cities in the nation. We get that. LeJethro Jenkins. This guy's name's LeJethro. If I hear the name LeJethro, I think two things. You're black, you're half black, and you're half redneck from Carthage addicted to meth. Correct?
Or you were on the Beverly Hillbillies.
How do you come up with LeJethro as a fucking name?
You watched the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah. LeJethro Jenkins
He's
said,
a black guy too.
Black guy, yep. In a video tweeted out by Yahoo Sports NBA on Thursday, but Indianapolis, why? And it's a video. It's like all they have is a tenderloin and a zoo.
He might be the only black guy in history to be named Jethro.
LeJethro.
LeJethro, but yeah. Yeah, dude, Indy people came firing off on this.
Oh, dude.
Pat roasted him.
I was pissed off. I mean, like,
McAfee killed him.
to this day,
He deleted the tweet.
Indianapolis, yeah, he eventually deleted. By the time I got to the tweet, it was already deleted.
Yeah,
but
he deleted it.
yeah, he got roasted. I tweeted at Yahoo Sports NBA
He
several
probably still
times.
believes it, but Yahoo Sports people who are way above him said,
You
What
stupid
happened?
motherfucker.
yeah, delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because
Well-
he's still rebuttaling to people like,
Blah,
I
blah,
said
blah.
what I said, stuff like that. But
I
fuck
mean,
that guy.
yeah, seriously. I mean, we hosted what could have been the best Super Bowl week ever in
All right.
Indy.
I'm going to break it down to
The
you.
biggest sporting event in the world.
Let me break this down to you.
Oh, God.
Indiana is going to host the best All-Star weekend ever.
Ever. Oh, I
mean,
guarantee it.
And it was already going to be. This is only going to fuel it even more.
Oh,
So let me explain.
they're going to
why.
bring the heat.
There are two places in this great land where the roots of basketball are: New York and Indiana.
Oh,
Like, and that's how it's always has been.
yeah.
Like Indiana basketball, like our high school scene, we have what?
9 of the 10.
Eight of the 10. There's one in Texas. I can't quite get out of the one, but we have 8 of the 10 biggest high school gymnasiums in
And those
the
motherfuckers are
fucking United
packed.
States of America. And there's no, like, all these people are going to be around there that whole weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to have basketball knowledge everywhere.
Fanatics.
So it's
I mean, I just remember the last time, like, the big
Like-
NCAA tournament was here. Literally, there was free concerts out White River. The downtown was packed.
think of the Final Fours. We get
Yeah.
the Final Four every 4 years for a
Huge.
reason.
Huge.
For a reason.
For a reason, because we know how to put on events. The great
You
thing
think our
about
Super
Andy,
Bowl is good. Wait till you get around like a whole state that their whole that their
The whole
passion
culture.
is basketball.
I mean, it's no exaggeration. People say there's literally a basketball goal in every driveway here. It's no
it's the true
exaggeration.
thing. Like
It is
when,
no exaggeration.
when I flew to New York, I noticed that there was baseball fields everywhere.
Yeah.
Like if you fly into New York, it's just baseball field. I was like, I can't believe how many baseball fields there are.
Yep.
And then I got to thinking, like, I guarantee you, like you come to Indiana, fly into Indianapolis, get in a car, drive out 70 a little bit, venture off around Greenfield, and
Yep.
just go down a country road.
Basketball court.
Every single driveway on a country road in Indiana, there's a basketball goal.
Basketball goal. And it's no joke. Like, I mean,
It's bred into us. Like
Yeah.
my youngest memories are with
Racing,
with this sport.
racing and basketball. I mean, it's the heart of Indy, which is crazy how Peyton turned this town into a football town. But yeah,
I mean, you win a Super Bowl in a lot of games.
that
It's
helps.
bound
And
to
you're
happen.
white, that helps
Yeah.
too.
You're white.
So honestly-
big forehead.
Huge forehead, stem cells in your neck.
Bang the weather girl at school.
Yeah, you bang everybody. Angela Buckland.
He was getting it in.
I've heard straight up. It's a little known fact around Andy that Peyton and his wife have an open marriage. I'm not, this isn't breaking news here, but essentially, and I've actually heard from a girl I used to work with that her and a girlfriend were at Morton Steakhouse, and he used to, excuse me, he used to rent the loft above Morton Steakhouse. That was kind of like his season getaway where he did film study, blah, blah, blah. Probably stayed there most nights. But he picked these two girls up from Morton's. They said he answered the door, nothing but his boxers. He was ready. He knew what, I mean, he was trying to make the impression, okay, you girls are here for a reason.
And then you're gone.
They backed the fuck out. Yeah, they said no. Well, hell, honestly, I mean, I don't know if they fucked Peyton, I would be damn proud of it. If I fucked Peyton, I'd be damn proud of it right here.
If you and your basic bitch friend get hit on by Peyton Manning, he says, "Come to my loft."
What do you think he wants to talk about?
The Super Bowl run?
Yeah. Hey, guys, come look at my Super Bowl trophy.
Let's go have a couple of drinks and talk about football and the Colts.
Hey, Dominic Rhodes is on his way over here. I bet hanging out with Peyton would be a blast, though.
Oh, it'd be amazing. He's great.
Just,
He'd be awesome.
Him telling stories
I've already said it. It's like my last hero is Peyton Manning.
Peyton? I want to hang out.
We did the whole hero. You have any heroes younger than you speech. And
one person,
Peyton's my last hero.
It has to be a famous person because honestly, I think we both pick our grandfathers. But if you,
yeah, for sure. I'm talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you could hang out with one person for a day, who would it be?
Eminem, without a doubt, 100%. I think.
Oh man, I would have.
I'm a stan, dude. I'll fucking admit it.
Eminem would be probably my top 5. I'd have to go Ozzy. I think. Want to hang out with Ozzy, help him around the house.
Dude,
Parkinson's now.
How fucking amazing it would be if we could combine our hangouts and it'd be us 4. Me, you, Ozzy, and Eminem.
What a conversation that would be.
Content. Our phone, I just had video going all day.
We sit there just watching them talk to each other. I want to see Eminem spit out lyrics and watch Ozzy's reaction to it.
They've met?
What?
You think Eminem?
Oh, for sure.
They've talked.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about back when Eminem was his most popular, 2001, 2003.
The whole Manson stuff.
That was also the time that Ozzy pretty much revolutionized reality TV with the Osbournes. Yeah. I think still to this day, it's the biggest.
Sharon did.
It's the biggest reality.
Sharon.
Oh yeah. I mean, she runs. She
Ozzy
runs the
didn't
business.
Do that. Sharon did that.
Ozzy signs off on, "Hey, I'm the star."
This motherfucker's gonna die any day now. Let's
make
our kids rich. Yeah. Let's get our kids rich real quick.
But the thing was, I think still to this day, I think that it's still the most watched reality show of all time was the Osbournes.
I loved it.
Oh, I did too.
I don't know. Reality Jackass was up there, dude.
No, it's up there, but I'm almost positive the Osbournes were the most watched.
Let me hit you with a question. If you could bring any show back,
Jackass.
Any show ever
Jackass.
Back, what would it be?
Jackass.
See, mine's different, and I think you're gonna like mine too.
What's that?
I was in high school when it came out, and to this day, it was one of the funniest things. I remember the first time I watched it.
Softcore porn on HBO.
The Tom Green Show.
Oh my god, bro!
Was so good.
I'm so proud. Me and my brother obsessed with Tom Green Show.
I was,
and every time I talk about it, nobody knows what the fuck I'm like. It was Jackass before. I mean, without the stunts.
You remember Speedy Pizza, where he would follow pizza delivery people around, like he would find them.
I just remember Glenn,
and he would follow them around, and he ordered a plain cheese pizza from a pizza place, and it had a tackle box with toppings in it. And he would follow them, and then when they pull over somewhere to deliver pizza, he would jump out with it in the tackle box.
Yeah,
and they would kind of look like, "What's this motherfucker doing?" And he'd get the door to deliver the pizza, and then Tom Green would go, "We're Undercover's Pizza, where we undercut the competition. How much did you pay for that, sir?" And he goes, "I got a tackle box full of toppings," and he's trying to put what was on, and I was into it for $5 cheaper.
Man, I'm sure
And he goes, "Undercutters, beep, 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 beep." That's hilarious.
I just remember his relationship with his parents was hilarious. I remember Glenn. My favorite segment ever, I think he's talking to a ship captain who has a bunch of roosters. He's like, "So do you pet your cock?" And the guy's like, yes. He's like, "What do you feed your cock?"
Dude, he's the best.
Oh man, Tom. I'm to this day, I've seen. And granted, I'm not a guy who goes to a ton of comedy shows, but I've seen some big name players. I've seen Tim Allen. I've seen Joe Rogan.
I've seen Tom Green.
Tom Green, best I've ever seen live.
I've seen him.
I was literally crying. I was laughing the whole time. It's the first comedy show I've ever seen where I literally laugh from start to finish.
It's funny because when you go in from the get-go, they say, "He'll do, Daddy, can I get some sausages at the end? Please don't yell it."
Yeah.
Because that's all you hear is, "Daddy, can I get some sausages?" Everybody wants to hear that shit.
Yep.
Another Tom Green thing that if you guys want to look it up and go down the YouTube wormhole is he has a show now still. He does an internet thing in Canada.
Really?
But it's kind of set up like a Dave Letterman, Jay Leno night show kind of thing.
That's he had a part 2.
Them.
He had a Tom Green show part 2. Did you ever watch that? It was like a night show. It was pretty good.
I mean, I don't even know if that's still on. I know that he did that after.
I just remember the first show.
But Exhibit was on there one time.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Do you think we could freestyle, maybe rap a little bit?" And Exhibit's like, yeah. He's looking at Tom Green.
Pimp your ride.
Dude, Tom Green, they fucking.
Really?
Dude, he's going, and then I come around and you know what's going down, and every time and dude, he goes for like 20 minutes, dude.
Really?
And dude exhibits crying, laughing. and then after like 5 minutes, he goes, and then I'm gonna pass it to exhibit. And exhibit's going, yo. It's hilarious, dude.
That's all. I'll have to check that out.
That's great.
His first ever like Tom Green Show Part 2. I remember he had Ludacris on, and Bill O'Reilly wrote a book and actually referenced Ludacris's lyrics in his book, saying like,
yeah, he made him lose his Pepsi deal.
Yeah.
Bill O'Reilly is why he lost the Pepsi sponsorship. That's dude. Rappers hate him. Bill O'Reilly,
but they were
rallying me up. Hi, Bill. O'Reilly. Yeah.
They were catapulting his book into a trash can. It was fucking hilarious. But yeah, Tom Green. If you love Jackass, dude, that's a good pick. To me, Jackass though, I don't know, like just
they both were amazing. Dude.
Oh my god, like you guys don't even know. Like you watch MTV now. The only show I watch in there is The Challenge, just because I've literally been watching since I was 10. But Teen Mom,
no, terrible.
I used to wake up every morning and I would hear System of a Down, Disturbed, Weezer, 9 Inch Nails on music videos in the morning. Now I wake up and it's fucking Teen Mom, two bitches yelling at each other over a guy. Or
Teen Mom just made me want to wear condoms all the time.
Oh, and it had the exact opposite effect they intended. They were like, well, let's create a show to show teenagers how difficult it is to care for a child. And instead they see this cute little baby, like, oh my God, I want one.
Yeah, 1,500 entries next year.
Yeah, I remember reading a study that like after that debuted, teen pregnancies rose like 50%, something crazy like that.
Dude, the last good show MTV had was Rob and Big.
I liked Rob.
And Fantasy Factory is pretty good too.
I like Fantasy Factory. I could never get into his ridiculousness.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's
like Rob and Big and Fantasy Factory were.
It's awesome, like the cheap version of Tosh.0.
Rob and Big, you can just tell that they would be cool as fuck to hang out with too.
Oh, for sure. But let's give it up for the Pacers after they get their ass kicked by 47 last week. They are now up 36 points right now against the Hornets. This is a team they should beat by 36. Let's be fair.
Yeah, they got this one. You knew it was going to happen. Vic's out. They're a better team when he's not in the lineup.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
like to talk shit.
They just don't have the chemistry yet. I mean, we saw what happened. Vic's out tonight. What happened? Brogdon comes out and attacks early, sets the tone. They're up 36 points.
Let's go.
When Vic's in the lineup, it's like they don't know. They can't. They haven't figured out how to coexist yet.
Well, I'm gonna put it this way. I think Nate is a subpar coach. I mean, Vic will accept a role. I think if you're like, hey, Brogdon's our primary ball handler.
You can't do that to Vic. I don't think you can. You can.
I mean, he's still going to get the ball a lot. It's not.
Tell me this. Like,
but
you want to be a team.
Brogdon needs to be the distributor, though.
To beat these super teams, like the Pacers, you're going to have to come up with something to beat them.
Creative.
And then let everybody
play amazing team basketball.
Everybody else is going to copy it and try, to learn it.
Amazing team basketball.
Why not? You say, hey, you're not going to start. But we're gonna run 2 5-man lineup. Like when you come out, Brogdon, Vic comes in. He's gonna learn.
Yeah, but I don't want Vic playing the point.
Pretty much, you have 2 starting 5s.
I don't want Vic playing the point though. Makes no sense.
All right, whatever.
I mean, Vic don't play the point. He's a shooting guard. He handles the ball a lot.
I mean, you can maybe even start him, go like 5-6 minutes, whatever, and then kind of just in and out. Not in the lineup at the same time.
Been puffing on the Magic Dragon.
Nah, they're better. They're better when they're both not in the lineup. I'm sorry, both of them.
So you did mention it earlier. The NFL has a new CBA. Let's read off some of the. Well, it's not official. They have presented a new CBA. It's got to be approved by the NFL Players Association, essentially. But some things that are noteworthy here. Commissioner Roger Goodell would have authority only over integrity of game matters. So personal conduct violations will go to a neutral arbitrator. So, because a lot of people have been talking about the inconsistencies in the NFL, if you rape a bitch versus you hit a bitch, I don't know.
Yeah. They also legalize weed.
Yeah, legalize. So right here's this one.
Over that for this.
Well, that's the second one here on my list. Penalties will be reduced for players who test positive for THC, eliminating any game suspension strictly for positive tests.
Eliminating anybody as good as Josh Gordon not being able to play.
Exactly. The testing window of THC would also be narrowed to 4 months or 2 weeks. Why even test for it at all? It's legal in half the states you play for.
I can't wait for like interviews and shit. If they can just be out there blazed all the time now, it's going to be great.
Wow. Teams would now be able to activate a third player off injured reserve during the season. Now, I think it's only 1 player right now. So you put 1 player on an injured reserve, or maybe it's 2. I don't know. Maybe it's 2. But if you're on injured reserve, it don't necessarily mean your season's over. I don't know complete rule. It's like by week 8 or week 10 or whatever, they have to be activated.
But how's that work with the roster spot?
It doesn't count. If you're on the injured reserve, you don't count as a roster spot.
But usually, like you were saying, it does that. So it still doesn't count, but you can bring them back now.
You can bring them back. That's a
All
rule.
right.
Is even if they're not healthy by week 8, I don't know if that's the answer, but if they're not healthy by week 8, I do know this for a fact is they have to be back on the active roster, whether they're ready to go or not.
Yeah.
So you have to make the decision at like week 8, week 10, whenever it is. I don't know for right off the top of my head. You have to make a decision. Either they're going to stay on injured reserve or they're going to join the team because there's a possibility they could come back for the rest of the season. Also, another big one, 17-game schedule. I hate it. I think there's already a massive injury problem in the league. Why play more fucking games? They want more money. I get it. But
Still one bye week.
yeah, it's got to be 2 bye weeks. You play 17 games, there's got to be 2 bye weeks.
And they're like no new playoff teams, right?
No. Oh, yeah. No, they one playoff team. They talked about doing that. One playoff team. So
what? You have 2 buys or 3
7,
buys?
1 bye. One team gets a bye. 4. So you
Huh?
it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I just don't want to put shitty teams in.
Right. I mean, I get it because there's still right now how's it set up. You've had 8 and 8. You've had 8 and 8 teams.
Yeah.
Why are you yelling?
I'm just telling you, turn the game down.
Why can you hear it?
Yeah, the whole time.
Well, talk,
I am talking.
motherfucker. Player discipline for off-field violations will be heard by a neutral arbitrator. So they're really just trying to get Goodell completely out of the decision making there. Which cool, I understand. He's kind of a douche nozzle. Also, the biggest thing of the weekend. Honestly, I didn't watch the fight. Passed out. Had my kid all weekend. I'm on her schedule when I have her. So
Yeah.
I did not watch the Wilder Fury. I'm not even really a boxing fan.
I ain't either. First thing I've watched since fucking Mayweather and Connor.
But I wish I would have bet on because I told my buddy, I'm like, I'm just gonna go with the upset here. I said, they're both undefeated technically. They have one draw last time they fought each other, but they're both undefeated. I'm like, you know what? This Wilder guy's kind of getting a little cocky, man. He just said he could beat up Tyson. No, you can't.
No,
Tyson, your prime.
Dude, he got fucking worked.
My favorite quote of one of my favorite quotes of all time is everybody has a plan till they get punched. Till they get punched in the face. I mean, that's a serious. You get punched.
That's real fucking. That's OG talk, right?
That's OG talk. Because if that's fucking ham hawk,
right
that ham hawk hits you in the face, you're rock. And I didn't
that's how we
realize
handled stuff back
I
in
didn't
the
realize
day.
the fight was this one
That's how we
sided.
handled it. We punch you right in the mouth.
Yeah,
I mean, and that was
shit in
it.
your dryer. I did that once too, but I didn't know the fight was this one sided. They seen the judges literally had Fury winning every round.
Destroyed him. Like Wilder had it was like every fight other than that last fight was like knockouts too.
And this motherfucker comes out and
it's-
says
all
that
it is everybody is UFC now. So there's
Yeah.
no true. There's no good
No
heavyweight.
athletes.
The heavyweight class is terrible, man.
yeah.
So he has a right hand and he would just lay you out. And Fury is a boxer's boxer.
I
And
love
he just outboxed him.
Fun fact: Fury actually competed with WWE this year. Signed a WWE contract.
Yeah, and
Also wants to fight MMA.
Saudi Arabia too,
Yep.
where they made a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah. That Saudi Arabia offered Stone Cold $4 million to come back.
And he didn't.
He's like, no, man, I'm
He's like, man, I don't
56
I'm
now.
gonna risk my life.
I tell you what, I don't care. Like I feel beat up now. I can't imagine what 56 is gonna feel like. But you say $4 million, I might put my body and my life on the line for. I might be crippled for the rest of my life, but kids are gonna live good.
Dude, I was fucked up before that fight, and I went to throw 50 on Wilder, and like just was looking at odds and did it real fast because it was only like 2 minutes before the fight. So the whole fight, I'm watching Wilder go nuts. And fucking Fury wins. Look at my account, like pissed off, and I had extra money, and I'm like, what the fuck? Looked at my bets. I bet Fury.
You did really?
Yeah, accidentally, and won. I laid my phone down and said, "You're done for the night."
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
You done?
100% fucked up. If Wilder would have won, I'd have been so
man.
mad.
Oh,
It
dude.
easily went the other way. But Fury, he just outboxed him.
What a
dude,
badass. I mean,
from the
because
beginning.
just a couple years ago, he was 400 pounds, completely out of shape. This guy's completely turned his life
Donated
around.
all the money to like a homeless shelter too.
Very
And then-
likable guy
And then Wilder comes out today and says the reason he lost the fight
because
is
the suit he wore.
the costume he wore in weighed like 40 or 50 pounds, and he had it on for 20 minutes before the fight.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude,
I hate that.
Mathis tweeted him and put him in his place and was like, "Come on, bro! Like, pretty much shut the fuck up and train and get ready for the rematch.
Right?
Give props where it's due.
Yeah. Get props or props are due, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Quit talking."
So you tagged me in something earlier, the Godzilla challenge. So Eminem posted this on his Instagram.
Is that M jacking off? What the fuck is the video?
Oh, we're gonna talk about that here in a minute. It's
Jesus
about
Christ, dude. Is that me? Is there a camera in there?
that's you at work, buddy. I don't see your whites though. That's great. You could jerk off in them whites and nobody even notice. You just
imagine me going into my work bathroom with the fucking Playboy magazine hanging out my back pocket. Like go to my lunchbox, grab a Playboy, stick it in
Can
my
I
back
imagine?
pocket.
Yes, I can. Actually, I do. I can picture that.
I want you to picture that. Close your eyes.
Great. I was gonna jerk off after the show, but
There
now
you
I'm not
go.
gonna be able to.
All right, but anyways, go ahead.
Anyways, back to basically he's doing a Godzilla challenge, and you basically send him a video of you trying to rap like the last 30 seconds of Godzilla.
Yeah,
and me and you're up for the
M
challenge.
Started it today.
Yeah.
You know that Paul Rosenberg, remember his old manager?
Yeah.
Does it hear my voice right there? Sound like
Nice.
fucking
Going through
Beaver.
puberty.
Sound like
Great job.
Beaver right there.
You
But
gotta
no,
talk
Paul
real-
Rosenberg got
you gotta
fired
talk real
from
monotone. You just gotta.
he got fired from Def Jam.
He got fired.
Yeah, Def Jam fired him, and people are saying it was because Eminem, like how they are.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets fired, M says, "Come back, boy."
Oh yeah.
He's back on the team.
Good.
Remember Paul though? Paul
Oh, yeah.
Rosenberg? And it just so happens M's doing social media challenges, like going viral. Like I guarantee he's got.
Because of Paul.
I guarantee Paul's in there, dude.
Oh yeah. Doing
Or
work.
something like that. Yeah, and he's promoting a new like social media thing.
Yeah.
So like to record your video, he even tagged
Which I
them.
love, by the way,
They
because
he tagged them on it too. So I bet he owns like 49% of it, probably. You know what I mean?
Eminem's always been a guy's.
He don't ever do that.
He don't do interviews. Doesn't really tour much. Behind the scenes kind of guy. He'll give an interview every now and then. That's like an hour-long interview with Crooked.
Yeah, his own person on his label.
But just seeing him do like even social media before like maybe 2017, he was pretty dark on social media. Would just occasionally say new album out this week, whatever.
Yeah, it was before him. He even
Yeah.
talks about it. Yeah.
And now, now he's got a serious social media personality, and it's great.
He's got a team behind him, man.
Yeah,
I think Paul's leading it up. And the day he goes on tour, you think he's got to one more time, right?
Yeah, I want to see him. I haven't seen him.
Do one
I literally
more US
had
tour, man.
I literally had two bucket list artists. It was Rage Against the Machine and Eminem.
Dude, I will max out a credit card when he comes.
Oh, I'm for sure.
As
Go
close,
ahead,
as close
buy me a
as I can
ticket.
get.
You owe me.
As close as I can get.
You gotta forward me tickets now.
Hey, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, Lil Dicky.
Me and Matt got our Little Dicky tickets today.
Beaver's jealous.
Oh yeah, no invite.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
talked
can't even show up to the show, asshole.
No, he talked shit about the Lion King video.
Oh yeah, well fuck you.
Yeah,
You're not invited.
He's not a real dickhead.
Yeah. Or real dickheads. Let's be honest.
We're real dickheads.
If you've ever listened to the
that's
show.
what Little Dicky calls his fans, right?
Oh,
calls
yeah.
them dickheads. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The first time I listened to Lil Dicky, funny story. Oh shit, sorry. I was in Indianapolis. We've been partying all night with my buddy Corey. Mike Britt was actually there. We were introduced to
He
Dicky.
got out of the house.
Yeah, this is
Damn.
before he went in seclusion, and I haven't seen him since. But
I love you, buddy.
yeah. But no, so we were partying with my buddy Corey. This is probably 2016, 2015. It's right when Dicky kind of first came out,
Yeah.
And we were all downtown. Well, my buddy Corey had a loft in Indy that overlooked like Georgia Street. So people were, I said, dude, you got eggs? I said, we're going to fucking just, and the best part about where he lived is you can't come in there without like a key card. So we could do whatever we want. Nobody could get in there to even try to fight us or anything. We just talk shit to them,
Nice.
It's fuck with them. So I start throwing eggs at people. And I just remember that night so well because he introduced me to Lil Dicky and
You met him?
not introduced me started playing the music that night. Yeah.
I was like, Dicky was out there throwing eggs with you, huh?
Yeah. Dicky was out there throwing eggs with me. It was beautiful.
You're like, dude, you freestyle pretty good, dude.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I didn't hit anybody. I was pissed. I did scare a few fucking people though.
He had a gated fucking house, huh?
Not like a gate. He lived in one of the
gated
lofts.
community.
Not a gated. I'm saying when you go in the building, you had to have a key fob to go up the elevator, essentially.
So you were throwing him off the fucking
Yeah,
deck?
out the window.
Oh,
We just opened the window and fucking we're tossing them.
Oh, okay.
Cracking up, man. It's the most. I wish we had water balloons. That'd been a lot more fun. Because like eggs would probably hurt if it smashes you on the fucking
Full
head.
beers.
What?
Should have threw full cups of beer.
We did pour water. We did hit a bitch with some water. We poured water on. I mean, luckily it was warm out, so she
You were
wasn't going to get cold.
little bastards like I was, dude.
Oh, dude.
That's shit
Fuck.
I would do.
We used to
Terrible kid.
we used to every time all of us would get together when we first got our license, the first thing we would do was go to McDonald's, get 6 ice waters. We used to throw them at cars as they were passing us.
See, I always thought too, like if I ever pissed somebody off, I'd just be like, dude, we're just being funny. You know how funny that is?
Oh, I got a funny story. Donnie Tharp. This is Donnie Tharp driving his Chevy Corsica. I had a Chevy Corsica as well. So did he. A blue, He had a blue Chevy Corsica.
So you got no pussy back then?
Oh, bro, I got I had the fucking afro. The afro overruled. Not a girlfriend.
Corsica.
Yeah. Corsica was my baby. No, I actually beat the ball. I remember one day the car wasn't working. I popped the hood and he's looking. He's just shaking his head and he looks at me. He goes, "There was nothing wrong with this damn car when I picked it out for you," because he worked at Russ Dellin in Greenfield.
Yeah.
So he picked out the car for me and everything.
I had a lot of buddies that worked there in detailed cars.
Oh yeah, my brother worked there for several years.
98 to 2002.
Oh, several people. They probably know each other then. My
I
brother,
guarantee
Mark
it.
Kraft, Cheesy,
Really?
and my grandpa worked there. My grandpa was their detailer for years.
Guarantee they know.
For like a
They
decade, my
know
grandpa
some of
worked
my
there.
buddies, yeah.
When grandpa moved back from Florida, he worked that job maybe up to like the last 2 or 3 years of his life. He was at Dellin.
Huh.
Yep. Detailing. So, but, so the car, let's go back to Donnie thought one day we decided it was me, Donnie, and my buddy Josh Lebrecht. And I was just telling the story the other day. So we went and got our ice waters. We throw it at an Impala. Bad idea if you're driving a Chevy Corsica, unless you know how to fucking drive a car, like,
Yeah.
So we cut off on a country road. Next thing I know is I look out the rear view. I'm not driving, by the way. I'm in the back seat. Next thing I know is I see a fucking Impala coming at us. I was like, "Shit, go, go, go!"
Like an old school dude with like gangster.
No, this
playing?
is
bouncing. Like
I'm
the
guessing
hydraulics behind you.
early 2000s. This thing had a V8 in it. It was going. It was
Nothing but a
fucking
G
going.
thing playing.
This motherfucker driving like crazy, and Donnie is freaking the fuck out, like scared to death. I was like, "Dude, it's 3 guys to 1. Calm the fuck down. Just drive.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? Run you out the road? Great. We'll get out. There's 3 of us. We'll kick his ass."
Dude, he should have turned on the Dukes of Hazzard song, and he would have drove fast.
Oh, it gets
and
better.
He got away.
It gets better than that. You ready?
Then the boys found himself in a little heap of trouble.
So we go off because we're on 9 going south. On 9 going south. We pull out in the country. He pulls back onto 40. This guy still chases us down 40 towards Knightstown. Okay. And freaking out. Like he's like, he's going to kill us. Freaking out. I was like, "Bro, put the motherfucker in cruise control. Lean your seat back." He did. I said, "Roll in the back seat." I jumped up front, started driving that motherfucker, bro. I pulled over. This is awesome. This guy pulls up behind us. Okay. He gets out of the car, starts coming towards our car. I fucking stomp on it, throw rocks and shit at him, and get the fuck out of there.
Nice.
I was like, "Deuces, motherfucker." Oh, man. Classic memories. Oh, great. Just great. Do you believe it's Mardi Gras today?
Oh, today is?
Today's actually a day.
That's why I had an itch to get a beer.
That's why I had an itch to see some titties today.
Yeah.
That's why. Maybe you go to the strip club after the show.
Didn't even think about that.
But today is Mardi Gras. Also, 107 years ago, the income tax was instituted. So this day sucked, kind of.
Yeah. Theft.
Yeah, theft, you cocksuckers.
Theft day.
But let's get through a few stories before
You
we
gotta give your
peace out.
What's your patent line?
Patent line.
Yeah.
Taxation's theft.
There it is.
Yeah,
All right.
there you go.
Move on.
So, Chris, you have a career opportunity. This company will pay you $49,000 to test sex toys. I mean, I've probably made $49,000 on Mia Khalifa already.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Is there like a resume thing?
What if you had to put a butt
resume?
plug in your ass? Would you do that for 50 grand?
No.
Butt plugs in your butt?
Oh, you have to do gay toys too?
I have no idea. I'm just assuming that
I'm just gonna like bang porn star vaginas.
Just porn star vaginas, test them out.
Molds, yeah.
But hey, Jenna, great job. Pussy feels great.
Sex doll, stuff like that. Like I'm not trying to. Yeah.
You're not trying to no butt plug. You're not trying to get fucked in the ass.
No. We're good. No suction.
We're gonna get Megan on here and ask her if she's ever pegged you.
No, not at all.
Also, this is fucked up. Kind of gross. A college student who took a viral bath in flaming hot Cheetos says you should stick to bath bombs. So this Dakota Hamilton, a sophomore at Arizona State University, outraged Twitter with a video she posted herself soaking in flaming hot Cheetos. So it reminds me of the time that I touched my dick after eating really, really hot wings.
Dude, that's
why?
Wow, man. What was the rapper that died almost from eating too many of them?
Probably should have died.
The one that threw the scooter in the canal.
Oh, Lil Yachty?
Xan,
Lil Xan.
Lil Xan, yeah.
He didn't die. That's disappointing.
He almost did from eating too many flaming hot Cheetos. He got rushed to the hospital.
Wouldn't
that burn that would burn the fucking downstairs, right? I know.
Yeah.
It'd fuck with our fucking urethras.
I'm not gonna, if you guys have not heard the show, I did a challenge with Juice in the Morning. We ate hot wings at this bar in Anderson. It was called the bar's called Kettle Top Brew House.
Yeah.
And they have a custom chef makes hot wings. I'm telling you, I'm a guy who enjoys hot things. Hot wings. I'm normally getting towards the top of the hot.
There's such thing
index.
as too hot though.
Too hot. I mean, this thing was 10 times hotter than the hottest thing I've ever put in my mouth. And like, I love habanero, fucking like salsa, shit like that. Love it.
Yeah.
10 times hotter than anything I've ever put in my mouth. You could see the beads of sweat coming off my forehead. It would drain me. I had like just snot pouring out of my fucking nose.
Hotter than what's her name?
What?
That you put in your mouth? I forget her name.
I put somebody in my mouth.
So, that chick's name, I forget. You said it's the hottest thing you've ever put in your mouth.
Oh,
I couldn't remember her name.
It's hard telling.
But
It's
you
hard telling me.
touched your dick, right? And then it fucking burnt your dick off?
Yeah, so essentially I had a hot wings challenge, 8, maybe 2.5. Didn't do well at all because it was fucking unbearable. I made it through the whole 8 minutes though. As long as you didn't touch the milk cup in the middle, you were in the competition. So I made it the whole 8 minutes, suffered like a motherfucker. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. No joke. I made the mistake and I made fun of Johnny because he was wearing gloves during the show. What a brilliant idea, because
latex gloves?
I had back-to-back fuck-ups. I went to take my contacts out.
Oh, dude, that's worse than the dick, probably.
No,
that's
because that was
terrible.
temporary. I could use eye drops and it kind of went away.
No, fuck that.
I was trying to take my contacts out. My eyes were fucking burning to where I was crying. As soon as I get done, it's like a routine. Contacts out, brush teeth, take a piss, go to bed.
Masturbate, go to bed.
So, masturbate probably 90% of the times in that mix too.
Dildo in my ass, go to bed.
Yeah, that's 27% of the time. Yeah. But anyways, so I go to take a piss and full grasp on my dick. Doesn't really hit me at first, pissing, feeling it. Like as I'm peeing, I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? Like I'm starting to really feel it. Like my dick's starting to burn. And like to the point where it hurts like really bad. I mean, to where like I'm panicking. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? I run to the fridge. I grab the milk we have. I start pouring milk on my dick. Like I'm holding my dick out, pouring milk over our toilet on my dick. No help at all. It's like shit. Run a shower. It's like 11:30. Run a shower.
Cold water, right?
I pull my dick. I'm fucking scouring it with with a wash rag.
It's probably
nothing.
I mean, probably the open wounds, right? That made it.
Yeah, it doesn't help. Yeah. It mixed with the herpes and syphilis. I was like, man, I just got gonorrhea again. I should be all right. I've never had gonorrhea, by the way.
Was it penicillin?
Penicillin. Yeah, what we should have named our last show.
I probably would have took the burn right away. Yeah. Took it all the way up.
But so I essentially suffered for 2 hours until the sting went away. Then I could go to sleep. It was the worst fucking thing ever. I would recommend.
Think of doing that and being like right before sex.
Oh, just stick it up.
The dick, bitch.
Yeah, and just start fucking.
She's like, oh my fucking God.
I think about just fingering a girl after doing that.
Dude, I fingered a girl on spring break, and
you did great job, man.
This year, senior year, and I think it's where term you got sand in your vagina came from. I got sand in her vagina.
That's horrible. Have you ever had sex on the beach?
I was going through that night, and I got sand in her.
Yeah, we took serious precautions to avoid sand in the vagina.
Yeah, I mean, you get it wet, like messing around with it, and then you go to lean up, touch sand when you're leaning up. Next thing you know, it's like sandpaper going in there.
This story's disgusting.
She gets up, gives you your hoodie back, and it's like dips out. Like this guy.
This story's disgusting, but I'm gonna tell it anyways. We were so determined to have sex on the beach. This is my high school girlfriend. We were on vacation with her parents in an RV. I'm wearing white shorts at the time, not even thinking about it. So we're like, we're just gonna do a real quickie. She's ragging, but I'm like, listen, this is something we just have to do. It's a bucket list. We got to fuck on the beach. Yeah. She's like, it's not that bad. We'll be fine. So I just pulled my pants down just enough, my white shorts just enough so she could sit on top of me and we get the job done. Blah, blah, blah. Well, get done. She gets off. I look at the shorts, blood soaked, completely covered. Disgusting. Not only that, is I have to go back in the RV where her dad's at.
You should have walked up drinking.
Bro, I was thinking about slicing my fucking hand. I was like, give me something to cut my hand over with.
I would have bought a Hawaiian punch and dumped it on me.
Yeah.
Like half of it. And then walked up drinking that and be like, I spilled it without the cap.
She distracted him. I walked in the camper and fucking changed real quick, but I was stressing.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's a disgusting fucking act. Hey, we've all been there, right? I was gonna ask if you've ever banged your wife on her period, but you don't even bang your wife, so that's a bad act.
Yeah, no, that's not.
No Red Wings for you?
No, I don't even think I've ever done it.
Ate her pussy? Never have?
No, I haven't.
No,
I think about it. No,
I wonder if she wants to get divorced.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So this bitch that bathed in flaming hot Cheeto, she's completely idiotic. I'm disappointed in her, but
obviously,
I'm not surprised. She's probably snorted condoms and ate Tide Pods before. Can we come to a consensus there?
Yeah. Take Oxycontin and wreck into a tree.
All right. I got to bring this up too. Speaking of Mardi Gras, they had the parade, and did you see the float of Hillary choking out Epstein?
I did not.
Oh my God, it's fucking hilarious. There was a float. Yeah. There was a float, and on the float, it depicts Hillary Clinton strangling Epstein. Fucking hilarious. By the way, Epstein didn't kill himself.
Is she pegging him like while she's doing it?
No. Is she pegging him? I wish. All right. So we're every week we do a segment called Florida Man.
Were there a bunch of like little kids on the float?
I hope. No, I don't think there's kids in Mardi Gras. There's titties everywhere.
Obviously.
We should
unless they're feeding.
Hold on. I was thinking about this. Should we make it a point to go to Mardi Gras next year? And two, would your wife let you go?
No, fuck no.
Couldn't you lie to her?
No, wouldn't work.
Yeah, you could. Like, hey, I'm going on a mission trip with Matt. We're going to Mexico to build houses for starving kids.
Would never work, man.
Never.
Unless we had millions of dollars, then I could get away with it.
She wouldn't let you go to Mardi Gras?
Unless the show is like bringing millions of dollars.
So what's the most you could do married to her? As far as like, could you do a weekend getaway?
Maybe like go to Little Dicky in Muncie.
That's
maybe go to Lil Wayne, Blink-182.
God damn, I sound fucking
oh my.
Somebody just got swatted. All right. Every week we do a segment called a Florida Man. Literally go straight to Google, type in a Florida Man, whatever pops up. And it is always awesome. And we're so happy that the state food of Florida is meth, because a Florida man was arrested after tackling deacon during Saturday Mass. Imagine being in church, okay? Have you ever been to church before?
Couple times. I caught on fire.
I used to be a regular back when I was a kid.
I was too. I was in Awana. We talked about this.
Yeah,
Bible
used to go
studies 2 times a week.
I've been kicked out of youth group.
I was heavily in the church, and look how I turned out.
That means a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a Bible behind this. Dude.
I know. It's our first Bible appearance here on Highly Inappropriate. That's great. But yeah, so Florida man arrested after. So just imagine being in church and just, you're enjoying the word of Jesus.
Yes.
And out of nowhere, guy gets fucking just mauled, tackled.
I mean, it was God's plan.
It's God's plan. Easy, Drake.
God's plan.
Oh, there's a video. Should we watch the video? Let's watch the video.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I obviously, yes.
Yeah,
always watch the video.
Let's see if I can turn this up a little bit. Oh,
God damn it.
Legrady commercial. No free ads, motherfuckers. We're muting that shit.
It's not even spring yet. God damn it.
Stupid ass motherfuckers. God, just ruin everything. Add 1-to-1. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're good.
Kind of infuriating. It's just,
Oh, God.
So this is Jay Parcel, parishioner.
Looks like John Mellencamp.
Oh shit, he just walked. Oh, weak tackle, bro.
Oh, dude.
Watch again as a man
He's like,
tries to
you fucked my boy's butthole.
It was during the Saturday evening service.
You fucking pedophile.
Oh no.
George LaBelle was speaking.
So he goes after this guy, and very poor tackling technique. Doesn't come from the hips. Has to turn this guy like twice before he falls on the ground. So a Florida man is behind bars after he tackled a deacon in the middle of Saturday evening Mass. Surveillance. By the way, the Catholic Church is all fucked up. I don't care if you're Catholic or not. You don't have to be Catholic you can be Catholic and understand that the church is fucked.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Surveillance video shows Thomas Easel, 28, sitting in front row pew at St. Coleman Catholic Church in Pompano Beach. I feel like Pompano has made a lot of appearances here on a Florida Man.
Pompano. Maybe we should go there.
Yeah, let's go get fucked up, do some meth, and become a segment on our show.
Go there and go to church.
Yeah. And tackle the fucking
We
deacon.
should go there to this church and dress up as offensive linemen and stand in front of him.
Murder this
stand
guy.
in front of him and be like, we're here to protect you, sir.
I'm telling you right.
And he'd be like, what the fuck? If he's dressed as lineman.
I'm in. I'm going to Florida in April. Beaver won't do it.
Yeah.
So as Deacon George LaBelle speaks to the congregation, walking from side to side, moments later, Easel stood up and tried to take down the deacon. I want to know the backstory in this. Some stunned parishioners.
I bet he got touched as a kid or something.
Two struggled in front of the pews while several jumped up to help get the man off LaBelle. Churchgoers told local outlets they were shocked. You don't know what's going through the guy's mind. Tim Gilmore, a parishioner who was told, this guy looks like somebody that might have been touched when he was, or probably touches boys himself, by the way. You don't
probably because he got.
Yeah.
Man, it's a sad world, man.
Easel was arrested on charges of battery and disturbing the peace. A Broward County judge ordered Easel held without bond and violating his probation. So he was on probation. I want to know what happened. Did this kid get fucked as a kid? Did he try to bang the parishioner's wife?
I want to know.
I want full backstory.
We need more information. Like,
right,
there's got to be some crackdown journalist. And what's the name of the place? What was the city that you want to go to?
Oh, Pompano Bay.
Yeah, there's got to be a great journalist in Pompano Bay that can figure out the motive.
What the fuck's going on?
What's the motive?
Yeah, what's
That's
going on?
all we need to know.
Exactly. So you can get with us, guys. You can shoot me an email, matt.wharton08@gmail.com. If guys. Any girls listening, Smarty girl, show me your boobs. I'll email you. I'll mail you some beads. It's a Christian thing to do.
Cool.
Happy Mardi Gras, guys. We're about to peace out. Before we do, though, Dickwad of the Week. Go. I'm going flaming hot.
I said, I was even going to say, speaking of Dickwad of the Week, I forget.
Oh, God. What, Quan Bray?
No, it wasn't Quan.
Soccer player. Dick biter.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
I agree. If you bite a dick, you're going to be a Dickwad of the Week.
Dick biter, Dickwad of the Week.
Yep.
Dick biter of the week.
Congratulations, man. You're famous.
In Germany.
In Germany and now here in Morristown, Indiana.
Yeah, in Chicago.
Yep.
A little bit in Chicago.
Hey, Frankfurt, Germany, too. Their second listened to.
Yeah, that's why I said in Germany. You're
Let's
famous.
go. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. We'll be back next week. We're going to change up a few things. Me and Dunk have been talking. Going to see some good things coming. We got some ideas rolling. Maybe some gay sex here on the show. We'll see about that. That was Dunk's idea. I'm not really for it, but maybe I sit out that week. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it on Facebook, social media, all that shit. Give it a thumbs up, all that fun stuff. Subscribe to the show if you haven't already. Make sure if you're an iTunes user, you like, subscribe, rate, review. Wow, like, subscribe. What is it? Rate, review?
All of it. Oh, yeah, you were on it.
Rate, review.
You were
subscribe, rate, review.
Great
Subscribe,
job,
rate,
too.
review.
And you critique.
I got my own head. Subscribe, rate, and review, please.
There it is.
The ratings and reviews are extremely important because that helps our rankings.
Yep.
And by the way, our numbers are great. Downloads are great. So make sure downloads are coming. And if you are a Android user, get an iPhone, but we're on Spotify now.
It's a big move.
Biggest platform. So share the love. Somebody that has a Droid phone, let them know that the funniest fucking podcast in the world, and you're gonna want to introduce that to them. We'd really appreciate that. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter /Highly Inappropriate Podcast. Thank you guys so much. We're deucing out. Here's a song by Head PE.
They gave us permission, by the way.
They gave us permission. We appreciate that.